Ooh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Steel Division episode. Anyway, we're gonna go over the new divisions this time. This episode, I'm gonna talk about the four new divisions that we got from the DLC, the Burning Baltic. We'll start off with our Großdeutschland. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Anyway, Panzer-Grenadier division. This is, I think, one of the best out of the four divisions. Getting a really good equipment. I've been playing all of them, so I just want to talk about them. What I think are strong, the strengths, whether I think it's a good buy, as a DLC or not. Look at the recon tab. It's pretty interesting. It's actually kind of unique. You do get some, some recon, standard stuff here. Get the assault gun here. These things are great. Kill. Their range changes 1500, but honestly, they destroy. Like they destroy AT guns. They destroy infantry. It's just really good to throw in a couple in here with some of your tanks. They're really effective. They can really stem the tide. They also, unfortunately, don't have the heat round, but if they did, that'd be even more OP because they destroy armor cars. This thing though is awesome. I love this thing. You can like sneak around any lines. Their stealth's actually not too bad. I mean, it says it's medium, but like honestly, it's so small. Like you're able to sneak it by things that people aren't really paying attention. It's crewed by an invisible Germans, but it's actually really amazing, and it's got that auto cannon. It annihilates 35 points. You can really support a push with and destroy infantry with these things. I really like them. You get pretty good amount of them. You get 5, and you get 10. You vet, you lose 2 of them. You can only get 1 though if you do that. But you get a lot of them. Like 5 of them is a lot, so I think so. Panther, recon, standard stuff. Now the interesting part about this deck is the infantry tab. This deck has an abundance of CQC infantry, the close quarter guys. They have pioneers. There's tons of pioneers. Best is they have Sturmgruppe. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna butcher all these words, but these guys are amazing. They got a MG42 as well, and they have the SMGs. Well, the MP40, and not only that, they have the anti-tank grenade, which is super good, so you can really take out. They also have some Sturm Pioneers. They also have a different equivalent, the Panzerfaust with 8, but no Panzer, no MG42. Come in plenty of half tracks, just a million half tracks. So the best part, you know what? Everyone's telling me I'm crazy, man, but this unit right here, in the vehicles, you can bring this thing. This thing, unfortunately, has 80 penetration. Its range is pretty abysmal. It also has this flat cannon, the 31, but you may as well go all the way and bring. Oh wait, yeah, no, never mind. Sorry, this is the bad one. Don't buy this one. It's the 15 armor piercing carrier. It's not very good. This one though is the one you want. Armor personnel carrier, 30 points. It's pretty pricey, but it's an anti-air gun, and honestly, it shreds infantry, and it does pretty good fire out on the enemy, and I think it's worth it, to be frank. Anything else? Just spent some Panzer Grenadiers. Nothing too special. More Panzer Grenadiers. The leaders, nothing too special as well. They have a unique Pioneer Viewer, like a different outfit, I guess. But yeah, nothing else. Anyway, moving on. The tank tab. The bread and butter of this division. Got Stugs, got Panzer IVs, pretty standard. Tigers, pretty standard as well. You can kind of choose whether you want Tigers or Panthers. Super nice. You got plenty of leader cards as well. So Panthers are really great now. They're really gotten that buff. Stugs, they feel better too. I don't know what it is, but they've been working for me lately. But you can see just a standard Panzer tab. You got Tigers, Panzer IVs, Stugs, and Panthers. Everything you could want. Especially for like a semi. I mean, it is a tank division. Now, support guns. Now, this tab is actually really great. You got your MG42 standard, You got your flame half tracks, which are still useless. You got the grills. You got some flamethrowers. But the special unit, you get the armor personnel carriers. These things are amazing. They carry heat round with 100 penetration. These things annihilate, and they're so good. And they're 30 points. They're really great, honestly. This thing, I could not recommend it enough. You really kick, and you get 8 of them, and you get 12 in B. So I think it's worth it. I think they're good. I think they're strong. You should bring them. Get your standard supply trucks as well. Nothing different. AT tab, nothing too special. Pack 40s, Marta 3Ms, great. Panzer Shreks, but they do get this thing, the Pack 41 Gulash. But you see that 245 penetration, you're like, oh, it's amazing. Well, you're wrong. It's only got 1,000 range. So, and to be frank, its damage doesn't do much. So you're not really gonna kill anything. If a Sherman gets within 1,000 meters, you fire and doesn't kill in the first shot, this thing's gone. So I don't think it's worth it whatsoever. Really good anti-air tab, plenty of 88s, multiple wagons, flak, standard stuff here. Does not come with any flak half tracks, unfortunately. Everything's able to go into later phases. Nothing's phase locked. Super nice. Artillery tab, pretty standard for Russians. You got 150s. You can bring a lot, honestly. You can bring it absolutely. You can make this an already deck. You have plenty of mortars. You have 3 cards. You have the worst ones, and you got the normal ones. I think they changed the availability. These are phase locked, though. You can bring these and see if you wanted to. 105s. You got some Wesps. You got some Hummels. Artillery leaders. You got 100 mils. You can take them with supply. Sorry, I didn't mention. You can also take the 88s in supply, which I am not doing because I don't know why I'm not doing it. There you go. Bam, fixed it. Anyway, air tab, pretty standard. Focke-Wulfs, got the Focke-Wulf bombers, pretty great. The 500 kilogram, and then they also have, they're the same. Never mind. Get some of these D5s too, pretty standard. Oh, and then your everybody hates this, but I always put defenses in because you never know. All right, moving on to the next deck. Rolling down, we got our SS Panzer Grenadier Nordland. Start with the recon tab once again. You get your Puma. So rare do you get the Puma. 100 penetration, pretty good. Armor car, killer. Kill some light tanks if it gets close enough and lucky. And you know what? The MG does some work too. He's got the SPW 231. This thing is amazing. Cannot recommend it enough. Standard recon stuff. Nothing that important. This guy's got an MG. A little better. This squad's pretty good. This is pretty lucky that we got this, you know. If you want an extra squad with an anti-tank, 2 MG34s, some rifles, these guys do work. And then you have another armor car if you want. This thing runs out of ammo, though. Be wary of it. It's an ammo, like, just runs out of ammo like crazy. Infantry tab, nothing to write home about. Just Panzergrens, and Panzergrens. They do have the MG26 version, and they do have the MG34 version, which is pretty good. You got 2 cards of Pioneers. Stern Pioneers, you get 2 cards as well. The other phase lock 2B, so you have no choice. Yeah, I mean, pretty standard here. They have leaders too. Unfortunately, no specialized vehicles for them. For any of them, I believe. Nope. So this is pretty standard. Nothing really that interesting. No half tracks in these units as well. Now we get to the interesting part. Tanks. They don't have that many tanks. These are all the tanks they have. You get Stug 4s. They're phase locked to A. You get Panthers. Phase locked to A and B. You get Stug 3s. They're phase locked to A and B. And then you get Stugs 3Gs. Well, these are leader. These are the same one, sorry. But this one you can get to see. And this is the only one you can bring into C. So I do recommend, you know, bring it and see if you're playing a jug game. But, you know, if you're playing Guard or Maverick or something like that, it's different. But yeah, pretty good stuff. I like this deck. It's pretty strong. Now, support tab's a little more interesting. You got some IG guns, MG42s, MG34s. You got some police that nobody ever brings because they're useless. Flamethrowers. But the one unique unit you do get is this thing. I don't know what it's called. The Stuka Zufus. This thing is amazing. And you know what? It says it's flame, like the flame one, napalm. But honestly, like it kills tanks. I don't know what it's talking about. It does have an AP and HE here, so it's pretty good. Oops, sorry. Anyway, it's pretty good. I like it. It's strong. You can bring 3 of them. You can bring 2 of them or 1 of them. Really strong thing. It's your Warframen in this deck, and it's interesting because it's in the support tab. AT tab. Nothing to write home about. You know, pack 40s. Always nice. Always nice. Yak Panzers, pretty good. Pack, you know, 2A8s. They're good too. Nothing special. You got your Panzer Shreks as well. Anti-air, you know, a little more interesting. You get some flak with the half tracks in this deck. You have, you know, your flak 37s, your 88s, you know, and so on and so on. If your SKWs, these are phase locked to B. They cannot go in C though. One thing to note. Artillery tab. Ryan, you get this thing. This thing shoots forever. Like if you want to stop someone from going down the road in the beginning of the game, use this. Get 1 in A, get 1, 2 in B, and 4 in C unvetted. Get some 105 standard, 120 standard, 2 150s. You can bring with ammo. I bring the 100 mils as well. 100 mils is really key. I like how all these decks do have 100 mils. Super nice because these things are great for like. I think it's kind of the only like useful artillery in a 1v1, maybe. You know, if it's coming out. I mean, that's in my opinion. It's so precise. It's pretty good for counter battery team games as well. Now the air tab is where we get interesting. We get the jet bombers. Jet bombers are great. I love them. They're fast. They get the payload in and they get out and they carry a huge bomb, 1,000 kilogram bomb and a 1,000 kilogram bomb with 2 500 kilogram bombs. Really, really good aircraft. Focke-Wulf, recon, D5s, standard stuff here. Moving on to our 3rd division. I am not going to be able to say it, so 52nd Tank tab. This deck is probably the most unique, and maybe in a bad way as well, actually. Unfortunately, all of your tanks in your tank tab are C-phase locked. Can't bring them any phase. The only way to work around this is to bring the Recon Panthers in B, which, are really good, and you get 3 of them. That shouldn't be a problem. Recon's pretty standard, though. You do get this squad. I don't know. These are snipers, I guess. Maybe. Oh, we got a lag spike. My apologies. Oh, we're good. Infantry. This is actually a pretty unique infantry tab. You got your, I don't know what these are. Are these Marines or... I don't know, but they look cool. It's a pretty cool uniform. Kind of look like, I don't know. It's really cool. They're really good. They're okay. They're cheap disheartened unit. You get your Grenadiers, get your Stern Pioneers, some standard stuff. Get your, I don't know what these guys are good too. Just another disheartened unit. You get 2 of them, I think. Or no, you just get 1. Never mind. Get your leaders. They can't come in anything special. Pioneers. You get 1 card of Fallschirmjägers. Really good. These guys are awesome. They annihilate on the field. Get your, I don't know how to say these words. I don't speak German. Sorry, guys. You get your AT rifle 40 penetration or 40 millimeter heat shell penetration 60 MG. Some cheap infantry 20 points. Get some Panzer Grenadiers or Panzer Faust. Some standard stuff here. In fact, what's the difference between MG34? So they do have both. Actually, I'm gonna take these guys. Oh, but you can't see they're phase locked. I didn't mention that. That's why I have it like this. These guys, a lot of these guys are phase locked. You started looking, Pioneers are phase locked. These guys are phase locked. Stern Pioneers are phase locked. Grenadiers are phase off. Everybody's phase locked, except these 2 dudes. And yeah, that's it. I think these are the only guys who aren't phase locked. Panzer Grenadiers are phase locked to C. Unfortunately, they're in C, so you only get 18. So, which is fine, but not great. They have a leader here. He's got smoke. He's got 2 MGs. Pretty good actually. What else? Anything else? Note here. These guys. You guys look sick. I don't know. They just look cool. Look at that rifle. It looks awesome. We have these guys as well. Look at these guys' faces. Look at that dude in the back. He's seen some better days. Back down. Tank tab. I said everything's locked to C phase. Pretty brutal. Support tab. Nothing to write home about. You get these things, I guess. 40 points. Nothing really. MG34s. Get 15 millimeters. Get a command tank you want. Get the IG guns as well, but nothing too special. AT guns. This is my little gripe with this division, right? Because all of its tanks are phase locked to later incomes, later time period, C phase. But your AT guns are locked as well. Both the Zis gun and the FKs are, well, they're not Zis. They're called something else because it's on the German side. But they are phase locked to B. Which is not really, that's really, really bad. Also, Jagdpanzer phase locked to C. Pack 40s, you can get them in A and B. You do get a Fallschirmjäger, like this special unit that's a little bigger. Or, not Fallschirmjäger, Panzer Shrek squad. I don't know why I did that. These guys can get an A. Actually, this guy's locked in B too. It's kind of like the thing, like what's up with that, You get some AT rifles, nothing special. But that's my issue. Like, this deck has no AT, and then also, it gets stuck with tanks in later phases. You just gotta survive that. Like, your Pack 40s, you're like, survival. You do get some flak guns. These are phase locked though. These are not phase locked. There's no half tracks for them, unfortunately. Mobile wagons phase locked to B, and you do get flak, disheartened flak, which are pretty good. They have okay penetration. Their AP round 1750. Remember, these are not 88s. They will not. These are the Russian 85s. They have 1750 range. Artillery tab 120s, 81 millimeters, 76s. Nothing too special. They do have these things. But outdated. They have more 1 card of mortars. Phase lock though, 2 B phase. 122 millimeter, you get 1 of them. You bring them with ammo. But not artillery tab focus. Though we get back to the air tab. Air tab's a little more interesting here. We get some more heavy bombers here. These are big bombers. They're good. They're fine. They get the job done. I don't know why I have this. That's a mistake. Bam, we fixed it. You get plenty of HE 111s. You get the really good BF 109 G6. This thing's amazing, and in War Thunder is amazing. It's the Focke-Wulfs. No standard stuff here. 250 kilogram bomb. Get some more G6s, the worst version, and some recon aircraft. Nothing too much, but I think this is the weakest deck of all of them. But we'll move on to the next one, the last and final. Panzer-Verband. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to say it. We look at the recon tab. Standard, standard, standard. Hey, now we get something new. We get the Pioneer Squad. 25 points. This is actually a really good deal. 25 points. MG42, semi-auto rifles, and you get a frag grenade. That's actually really good. I think it's a really good deal. You only get 3 and then 6. You get Fusilier as well. 25 points. It looks like they lowered the cost of recon units. I'm really happy for this because they're way too expensive. You get Panthers too. Phase lock to B. Okay, infantry tab. Nothing to write home about. They have a little bit of half tracks. Not much at all. They do get a unique AA again for the commander. You get the 30. You get the 20 mil, which is pretty good. You can also get normal half track as well, but that's not interesting. What else? And just you get a Panzer Grenadier MG34s, and then everything else is Panzer Grenadiers, and then Pioneers. Actually, you only get 1 Panzer Grenadiers. You get and then everybody else is MG34s. You get 2 of them. That's fine. What else? Support tab. Nothing interesting. You do get these things again. These things are amazing. Can't I said it before. They're amazing. Really good. Flamethrowers, useless. MG42s, and inner stuff. AT, get some Stug ATs, get some Panzer Shreks, Pack 40, and you do get AT rifles. That is it. AA tab, phase locked, not phase locked. No half tracks, no AA half tracks for the 20 mils. Artillery tab, we'll get a little more interesting here. Get the Panzerwerfen, get Werfermans, really good. Recommend both. You get the Prince Jürgen. I think this is off map from a heavy cruiser, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know the classification for the ship. But you get 4 of these in C, get 2 of them in B, and 1 of them in A. Really good. Honestly, these things are awesome. I bring all of mine to C for the meme. But 105s, 81 millimeters, artillery leaders as well. All right, air tab. Now this is where the deck shines. You get your jet bombers. Wait, no, these are not jet bombers. I'm sorry, not jet bombers. You got D5s. Oh my god, my G2s. Sorry, you get a whole bunch of them. You get 1 million of them, and they all come with 37 millimeter cannon. They annihilate. They destroy. These things get Rudol. He's an ace. Absolutely kill on the field. You get some heavy bombers. Nothing too interesting. These guys, look how cool these aircraft are, though. They're really cool design. And then you get the Focke-Wulf 8A8. These things are amazing as well. They just destroy. They can strafe. They can do anything they need to do. They can shoot down pretty much everything. And that's pretty much this deck as well. What I have to say about the DLC, I think the DLC is really good. I think 3 out of these 4 divisions are really useful. I think the weaker of the 4 right now, this is just my opinion, obviously, it's maybe not fact, is 52nd here. Being phase locked with all your tanks into later phases is really brutal, especially only get 3 AT guns. But other than that, I think it's a really good DLC. I'm really enjoying all 4 of these divisions, especially Deutschland and Nordland and Panzer, whatever these guys are called. Anyway, I really recommend all of them. The DLC is really good. You guys should take a look at it. And yeah, I think it's really fun, and I think these divisions are really unique. And I hope they keep making some more divisions like this. I just hope that they maybe take a second look at this phase lock division, because I understand. I think they're trying to go with the historical accuracy, right? Or like they're piecemealing in the units. But this is kind of for gameplay. It's really tough to only have these Pack 40s, and you can use Panzer Shreks as well. But that's still pretty limiting. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.